Hi guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I have a life. Guys, I tell you what, you just I can't even explain it to you. I just hope for the best, and then I managed to get on. The dog's barking now, and I managed to let you guys come in. Right, come on then, in you come. In you come, come on. Right. So I reckon I got about 45 minutes. I think in my uh, crazy life, I have about 45 minutes. Um, I need to just get on with it before everyone turns up, before my wife comes in and tells me off. I've got a cup of tea. I've had way too many cups of tea today. Right. So a quick flick through your messages. Thank you for joining me. Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth. And I actually think lately the word that's part of my title, because a lot of people don't realize that our name isn't just Defending Elvis Presley, it's Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth. Important. And that is well done, Linda. You're fasting as we speak. Good. Look, Linda, look up fasting. There is a scientific reason why it works, why it's good for you, why fasting actually helps you heal and improves your immune system. Right. Okay. So I need to start somewhere with the book. Obviously, I do have almost all the pages. A couple are missing, sort of 28 pages. But I did have a little flick through, and a few of them are missing. Let me see if I can get it up. Now, I did ask. Let's have a look. Is it here? Not here. Here. Right. Let me just see if you can see what I can see. So I did ask some of you guys to do a little review, and I haven't read all the pages yet. I haven't had the time to do it. I've read some of them. I've scanned through. Let's have a look. Right, yeah, so you can see it. Let's have a look. So I'm not going to read the pages. I'm just going to flip through them, see what pages we've got. Starting at the beginning, we've got, so Softly As I Leave You. To me, it's a remake of the book Elvis and Me. I think it's this remixed up. Priscilla is trying to redo things. Yeah, it's like a Rocky 5, or a Rambo 6, So she's trying to repair the damage that this book did. I do get a book if I go and see Priscilla on the 4th of October in Bristol Hippodrome at 7:30. If I go, I haven't decided yet. My son said he would take me. He just dropped me off and then picked me up after. It's 25 minutes from here. If I go, I get a book. I get the book, 4th of October. So these are the pages. Look, to those who have left us, my precious daughter, Lisa Marie, my beautiful mother, Anne, my sweet grandson, Benjamin, who is with me still, and to my beloved son, Navarone, who comforts me in their absence. I love you all tenderly, deeply, and eternally. I carry you in my heart. So then the story starts. I've got it from page 12. I'm just quickly. I'm not actually allowed to read it word for word. I'm just flicking through, see if I see anything that grabs my attention. Now I want to read out the reviews that were sent to me. Softly As I Leave You, long before your arms can beg me stay for one more hour, for one more day. After all these years, I can't bear the tears to fall so softly as I leave you. Okay. So the first chapter, Letting Go. When I left Elvis Presley, I was 27 years old. Obviously, quite a few of you have read this. I did send this to quite a few of you. Okay. I have posted this on the Facebook. I was trying to find it today. I couldn't find it. So believe it or not, this copy we're reading, I actually sent to Billy Stanley. I sent this to Billy Stanley. He didn't reply, but let's have a look. I've spent half my life as his wife or girlfriend, going straight from my parents' home to his. Now, that ain't right. Now, remember, Priscilla tries to give us the impression that she was with, let me check your comments on here. Priscilla tries to give the impression that she was with Elvis from age 14 till the day they separated in 1973. Well, for a start, they weren't together in 73. In 72, she was seeing Mike Stone, so they weren't together. Yeah. So at the very best, they were together from as a couple, a proper couple. I would say at best from 1966. So that year leading up to the engagement, they got engaged in 66 in December. So work it out. So all through 67, they get married May the 1st, 67, pregnant. She never lost her virginity to him. That was a complete lie, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. By 68, in around, I'm trying to remember now the date, around March, she's unfaithful with the dance instructor. So work it out. She says she was with Elvis half her life. Yeah, I knew Elvis. Let's have a look. I spent half my life as Elvis's wife or girlfriend. Okay, well, the marriage was very short-lived because we know she was secretly seeing Mike Stone for a year around 71, 72. Yeah? So they were over by 72. It was game over. So she wasn't with him at 72. She was unfaithful to him in 68. So they were over. Do we accept that? In 68, when Lisa Marie was a baby, she'd been unfaithful. She admitted it on page 262. She was seeing Mark. They had a brief affair and she ended it. Okay? So let me I'm breaking things down. So, okay, maybe Elvis thought, do you know what? I messed up. I was a little bit naughty through the 60s, the early 60s. You know, lots of different affairs. And Margaret, you know, Elvis wasn't human. He succumbed to temptation, but I think Priscilla was also being naughty as well. So let's say this. She moves to Graceland by 63 because she didn't see Elvis. She briefly knew him in Germany for up to 6 months maximum. We don't know how much and how many times she saw Elvis in Bad Nauheim. It could have been a handful. It could have been a lot for 6 months. We don't know. No one knows what happened upstairs. We have her version of things. We can't trust what Priscilla has told us. We can't trust it. It all could be a made-up story. This is a rewriting of history. There is no proof what went on upstairs in Elvis's room because no one else was there. Yeah, there were people downstairs. No one knows what went on. Elvis is known to having 4 other girlfriends in Germany. In Bad Nauheim, when he was serving for his country, he had 4 other girlfriends. And he was seeing Anita Wood. How many of you know that Elvis was still seeing Anita Wood when he moved back to America, to Graceland, for 1 or 2 years? Yeah? So Elvis was not seeing Priscilla from age 14 to the day they divorced. He was seeing Priscilla, I reckon, probably they were a couple around 1965. I think up to that point, Elvis lived as a single man, had other girlfriends, and she knew it. She moved over to Graceland with the hope that she may become his fiancée, his wife, which did happen. Many people say it was all pre-planned. It's in the book Child Bride. No one really knows if the book Child Bride is true, but many people believe that version of events, that it was pre-planned. They used Cary Grant as a way of getting to Elvis. Now, I do believe that Priscilla befriended Cary Grant, and it wasn't the other way around. I don't think Cary Grant approached Priscilla in a cafe. I think she approached Cary Grant and said, I've heard you know Elvis. Can you introduce me? We've got some proof of that as well, because the Memphis Mafia in interviews have said that Cary Grant said to Elvis, I know a girl that wants to meet you. That's the opposite of what we have been told in the book. In the book, we're told the other way round. Cary Grant noticed a very young, innocent-looking Priscilla and approached and said, I know Elvis, do you want to meet him? Yeah, so there's different versions of that, okay? So then you've got, she said she spent half her life with him as his girlfriend or his wife. Well, no, because they get engaged. She's unfaithful. They have a couple of years maximum of a pretend fake fairy tale marriage. Their marriage was a joke because she was unfaithful within months of Lisa Marie getting married. So their whole marriage was a farce. This iconic fairy tale was an absolute joke. And Elvis knew it, in my opinion. In my opinion, for entertainment purposes, just an opinion, not fact, just a discussion on a YouTube channel. Their whole marriage was a farce. Now, I do believe they had good times. I do believe they had some happy times. Of course, when Lisa came along, Elvis was ecstatic. Elvis really loved Lisa. This thing that Elvis tried to make Priscilla have an abortion, which she's now saying in her new book, allegedly, is bullshit. It's bullshit. There's no way Elvis would have pushed for Priscilla to have an abortion. No way, in my opinion, yeah? So, no, she wasn't with him half her life as a wife or a girlfriend. I would say their marriage, if you compress it, you know, from the moment they get engaged, leading up to the engagement, get engaged, getting pregnant, having Lisa, being unfaithful, then being unfaithful again with Mike Stone, the karate champion. How many years, guys? 3, 4 at best. At best, yeah? After 1972, it was all over. She was demanding a divorce. Elvis was almost forced to move on after the 68 comeback. No, sorry. When she's unfaithful, when she is unfaithful with Steve Peck, the dance instructor, which really to me means it's all over because Elvis finds out eventually. Elvis went on and started seeing other people. I always say this to you guys. Elvis sees other people for a reason. He doesn't just go, oh, I want to shag everything. Something happens, so he reacts. Priscilla's unfaithful. People say that Elvis was faithful within the marriage. After they got married and through the engagement, Elvis was faithful. Then Priscilla shags, bonks the dance instructor, Steve Peck. Then Elvis is naughty with Susan Henning. You know, we all know her. The videos are on YouTube. She's in the 68 comeback. She's got a small part in Live a Little, Love a Little, whatever it's called. And she, by the way, Susan Henning had a baby. So that completely trashes this bullshit that Elvis will not sleep with a woman that's had a child. It's bullshit. Now, I do believe that Elvis, when he was in his teenage years or his early 20s, may have said he won't sleep with a married woman. I think that's possible, yeah? Who would? How many teenagers in the 1950s and 60s would sleep with a married woman? So I do believe that Elvis in the 50s and 60s didn't want to sleep with a married woman, but that has been twisted into Elvis wouldn't sleep with a woman who'd had a child, which is bullshit. A few of the girlfriends Elvis had a child. I think it's one called Deborah Lee. Is that her name? I can't remember. Another lie. 2 lies. That Elvis wouldn't sleep with a woman that had a child. That Priscilla was a virgin the night of the wedding. Another lie. Even Lisa Marie has said in her book they were sleeping together after 18 years old. So Priscilla has lied. In my opinion, for entertainment purposes, not a fact. Priscilla has lied that she slept with Elvis and lost her virginity the night of the wedding, and then 9 months later, Lisa Marie was born. It's a fake fairy tale. A fake fairy tale. I'm pretty much almost definite that that is a 40-year lie that Priscilla has told. We have proved Priscilla lies. We've proved it. Anyway, let's keep going. Hang on, before I start reading that, I did want to just quickly look at a couple of the reviews I was given. Thanks everyone for joining me. So this is just the beginning of me starting to talk about the book. Okay, guys, just the beginning. We're going to have to do a lot of episodes. Okay. Now, obviously, I can't read it word for word, but I can pick out bits. But I did promise to read out some of these reviews. Now, some of them are quite long. Let's see if Nicola is on there. So I think Nicola did me one. Let's have a look. I know Karen did me one. I know Elizabeth did me one. Let me see if I can find them. I did ask for these a while back. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find them. Let's have a look. Now let's have a look at. Right, here we go. I think this is it. I've read all of the pages of Priscilla. This is Nicola. I've read all the pages of Priscilla's new book that you sent me through this morning, and I'm horrified. This is Nicola, okay? It's much worse than Elvis and me, as I feared. There is so much more than she has twisted, that she has twisted. Let me get your comments up a minute, guys. And thank you, everyone, for joining me. There is so much more that she has twisted. We're only 3 pages... And we're only on 3. Let's get it right. We're only on page 3. Now, anyone else, please send me a review of those 28 pages. If any of you here have read the 28 pages, please send me a review of it. I've sent it to a few of you. Okay, guys? We're only 3 pages of the first chapter. She's talking about Elvis being a paedophile. Okay? Of course, she phrases it like she's defending Elvis. But why even put the word in the reader's mind? She ties it to the age gap, which is irrelevant and also untrue. Elvis was never with Priscilla at 14. They briefly knew each other, but they were never a couple. They were never a couple until she moves to Graceland when she's nearly 18. They got married at age 22. Okay, guys? So Steve Peck, the guy who she calls Mark, is not mentioned. The affair with Mike was Elvis's fault and was the fact that she needed a nanny for Lisa. So let's do it, guys. So she doesn't mention Steve Peck, the dance instructor. So she acts like that never happened. The one that she's admitted to in her book and called him Mark on page 272. The Mike Stone affair she blames for the fact that she needed a nanny for Lisa. And she blames Elvis. I don't understand that bit. Of course, she didn't leave Elvis for Mike. It's just a coincidence that she and Lisa moved in with him. So she's giving the impression that she didn't, that she just coincidentally moved in with Mike. I'm not sure about that. It doesn't make sense. She and Lisa moved in with him straight after. Of course, she didn't leave Elvis for Mike, but it's coincidence that she... So there we are. So she's sort of saying her needing a nanny is why she had an affair with Mike Stone. She says she didn't move in with him, but in the real world, she actually does move in with him. Yeah, I'm getting confused now. Let's keep going. This is somebody else's notes. They're a bit higgledy-biggledies. Right, there are so many issues with this book, I could write a whole book on it myself. So when this was done, this was very rushed, so she was busy. Nicole was busy. So Nicola was busy, sorry. So she says, it's a small wonder why I became involved in an affair with Mike Stone. Well, no small wonder. It was a big deal, actually. Especially Mike is correct that she set her sights on him at the tournament. That took place on May the 25th, 1968. So she basically admits that she liked him from May the 25th, 1968. Well, that's pretty bad, isn't it? So she'd liked him for a few years, by the sounds of it. She spotted him at a tournament. Elvis sponsored the tournament, and it was on their second honeymoon. So she fancied Elvis on their second honeymoon. Yeah? Does this make any sense to anyone? So less than 4 months after Lisa was born during... so she... So she had an affair... So this is confusing me. Sorry, Nicola, this is confusing me. Less than 4 months after Lisa was born during her affair with Steve Peck. That bit, I'm a bit unsure about that bit. All right, okay. All right, okay. I found that a bit confusing. Sorry, guys. So that was Nicola's thing. Nicola, send me another one. Read the 28 pages. Send me a good little breakdown of your review. So let's look at Karen's. Karen, are you here? Is Karen here? Karen, don't forget, these are quite rushed because people are very busy. So Karen, is Karen here? Let me just tell Karen we're live. So even Carolyn, if you get the pages, Carolyn, please do me a review. And welcome, Carolyn. So, right, let me read Karen's, it's a short little review of it, okay? Hi, Louis. It's hard to take in when the pages are all over the place. Yeah, the pages are a bit jumbled. But everything I read here, I am nearly 100% sure are in her book I've already read. Yeah, so the Elvis and Me book are similar. The original book, guys, has a lot of similarities, yeah, to Softly As I Leave You. I've already read it, bar one thing. I've no doubt that some of it is true. Obviously, Elvis with the other girls, although no mention of the dance instructor. So for some reason, guys, she doesn't mention Steve Peck. This is all part of the manipulation of the public to get the public to see poor Priscilla as the victim, yeah? So she's not going to put the dance instructor being in that book, yeah? Because it makes her look bad, doesn't it? To have an affair 3 to 4 months after Lisa Marie's born makes her look bad. So she's kept it out of the book. Do we agree with that? That's a new name. Hi, Safonda. Safonda, welcome to Team Elvis. Tell me all about yourself. Why have you joined us? Do you like our channel? But maybe in the pages we don't have here. In the other book, she says Elvis wouldn't change Lisa's nappy. And when she was feeding her with food, or her, because if any food got on her face, it repulsed him. Now, I will say this, guys. It's pretty common for men to not really like doing nappies, but not just that. In the 60s, it was very common. The man very much had his role as the breadwinner, the mum at home, yeah? Especially in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, yeah? Now, I always change nappies. Me, because I actually wanted to, yeah? I was a big nappy changer with my kids. But she's trying to hold it against Elvis. She's trying to say, oh, well, Elvis wouldn't change nappies. If there was a bit of food on the baby's face, it would repulse him. She's trying to make Elvis look bad when actually, culturally, it's pretty normal in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s for men to not want to change nappies. Of course, things are not like that now. Yeah, now men do as they're told now. Right, but I changed all of my kids' nappies. My wife worked when I was bringing up the babies. Yeah, so I was with the babies a lot. I did all the bottle feeding, everything. Yeah, I loved it. I liked it. Yeah. Anyway, it's funny how she tries to make him look bad with the whole food on the face of the baby stuff repulsed Elvis. I just think that's another ploy to make Elvis look bad. I'm interested to see what she says happened after they separated. Will she talk about her relationship? I wonder. I mean, she talks about the living in a situation where she's the only girl living in a man's world, which there was some truth to that. The Memphis Mafia were around, but it, again, in the 50s and 60s, the men were men, weren't they? Men went out with the lads, you know, men went played poker, and it was very much a man's world. You know, that sort of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. world. It was very different then, very different. She yet again makes out that Elvis was completely in control in every aspect of her life. Well, we know that's not true. We know that's not true because she went off and had affairs. She went off and did different classes, whether it would be a karate class or a dance class. She had her own car. She had friends and family visiting. She would go out with the wives of the Memphis Mafia. So she had a lot of freedom, guys. Let's face it, Elvis was away making movies, doing his tours. So this whole thing that Elvis controlled everything and she had no freedom is bullshit. It's bullshit. I did notice one thing. She does actually say she started a relationship with Elvis at 14, but not romantic. So, well, that's not a relationship. So she admits in the book that Elvis at 14, she starts a relationship at 14, but it was not romantic until 17. Priscilla says it got romantic at 17. At least that's some kind of proof that Elvis, what we have heard is true. And that is, there was no sex. There was no sex with Elvis and underage girls. None. None. At least there's some kind of nearer the truth. Lisa Marie said it was 18, didn't she? Yeah. Don't forget, we must remember, guys, in the 50s and 60s and 70s, there was nothing unusual about being with a girl that was 17. Nothing. Even if you were 20 or 30, there was nothing unusual even getting married to a girl 16, 17. Don't forget, Billy Smith married Joe Smith at 15, and that was acceptable in the 1960s. Different times, yeah? We got to remember, we can't put the values of the 50s and 60s and 70s in 2025. It's very, very different, culturally different. We must take that into account. Right, let's have a look. I think a lot of people are saying that they will not buy this book. Yeah, I keep hearing it. I have to buy it to defend. And I think Karen goes on to say she's going to buy it because she wants to defend Elvis. Remember, Karen is a big defender of Elvis. Yeah? Yeah, there we are. Moody Blue. Moody Blue, what is your name? What is your name, Moody Blue? Welcome again. Thank you for joining us. Please tell me your name. Have we spoke before? Right. Hi, Scott. Can we go back? Well, to be honest, well, Scott, no, because I personally don't think it's right for a man in his 20s and 30s to marry a 15-year-old. I don't think it's right. Yeah. So, but it was what it was. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm sorry, Scott. I don't agree with an older man marrying a child. You know, the bottom line is 14, 15 is a child, isn't it? Let's get real. Yeah. So sorry, mate. Don't agree with you. Right. I know one thing. It will be completely full of lies to suit her. I know it's awful, but when I'm reading, I just think it's lies. In these few pages, she makes Elvis look bad and controlling. I just don't like it that she does her usual. She's awful. She says awful things about what he was like then and slipped in something nice. But for experience, we know that's what she does. Right. Okay. That's Karen's. So then we did one with Elizabeth. Now, Elizabeth, are you here? Yeah, oh no, I love the 50s. Scott, I love the 50s and 60s. I love the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s. Love it. I feel very lucky that I grew up through the 70s and 80s. I was obsessed with the 50s. I even love the Frank Sinatra days, the Bing Crosby days, all that, Gene Kelly, all that. Love it all. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Always. Yeah. Right. You know, like all these the older films from the 40s and 50s. I absolutely adore them. Like West Side Story is one of my favorite ever films ever made. You know, Rebel Without a Cause, James Dean. Oh, you know, Marlon Brando films. Oh, I love them. Do you know what I mean, guys? I'm in love with that whole generation. I even love The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz. Love it. Get it? Right. We're reading your review. Right, this is for Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you with us? So, as promised, I would. Yeah, come on. We love all those films, don't we? Come on. I could go on and on and on. We'll go on a tangent, won't we? But right. So, Safonda. Hi, Safonda. Joseph, Billy's wife, Elvis' cousin that moved with him to Memphis from Tupelo, said she and Priscilla and Patsy Presley were close back in the early days, especially, and did all kinds of stuff. Now, I will say this, I could be wrong. I don't think Joe was with Billy in Tupelo. I don't think Joe was with Billy. I know they married in 62. I don't think Joe wasn't there in Tupelo. I'm sure of it, guys. I'm sure of it. Put me right, guys. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. I just want to make sure on that point. I'm pretty sure Joe was not around then. Please, someone put me right. Ah, we love Gene Kelly. I'm singing in the rain. Oh, New York, New York. Right. Let's So did Moody Blue tell me her name? Moody Blue. Oh, Cindy. Cindy, what's your last name? What is your last name? Cindy, what is your last name? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. Yeah. I just right, let's have a look. Right, that was pretty messed up, but worked a lot. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, Linda, I was with my ex Scott for 39 years. I was 15 and he was 18. Yeah, it's pretty normal stuff, isn't it, Linda? Thanks for sharing that. I understand, Miss Karen. I don't like the idea of 20-year-old guy marrying a teenager. No, well, it depends how young they are. Yeah, I think in England, over 16, you can get married. It's a bit too young, but over 16 in England, you can get married. Yeah. So anything under 16 to me is no good. I'm not going to have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, come on. Yeah. No, Joe was not into. I was saying Billy. Okay, sorry, I read it wrong. I was going to say, I know they married in 62. Joe was 15 and Billy was 18. I know that. Yeah, I mean, Moody Blue, I have to read the book. So I'm going to have to get that book to defend. Well, I'm sure some people, as soon as they buy it, you'll start getting all the pages posted around. We can't read it word for word. We'll get copyrighted. So we have to be careful how we read it, yeah? I really would like to read the book, but I don't want to give the witch any money. I don't want to support it with money. I understand, Diana. Diana, I did send it on Facebook. Did you find it? The pages, the 28 pages are on Facebook. And I've been told if you go to Google Books, you get the 28 pages for free. Okay? Okay, let's have a look. Right, okay. I mean, my kids, they love West Side Story. They love it. I make them dance to it. How's it go? Oh, when you're oh, I'm trying to remember it now. When you're a jet too. Something like that. I love it. Me and the kids will stand there going, when you're a jet. And we start. Get it? Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I probably would have been a shark, but you know. It's amazing how people don't understand fair use. Well, fair use isn't straightforward, Scott. It's complicated. I've had some issues with fair use, you know. There are ways around fair use if you know what you're doing. Yeah, it's not straightforward. Right. He's a gossipy sensationalist, but he's one of the few who expressed outrage over Michael Edwards. Who are we talking about? Betty. Hi, Betty. Who are we talking about? Who is the gossipy sensationalist? Let's have a look. Yeah, come on. Maria, Maria, Maria. And I love Natalie Wood as well. Come on, Elvis was seeing Natalie for a while, but she didn't like Elvis's mum, did she? Elvis's mum didn't like Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood came down the stairs in a skimpy pajama outfit, and Gladys didn't like it. Natalie Wood didn't like the fact that Elvis was close to his mum. So it is what it is, guys. Right. Let's see if we can get Elizabeth's review. She did say to me, oh, Louis, it's too long. No one's going to want to read it. I hope she hasn't deleted it. Right, here we are. So, Elizabeth, are you there? Because I was going to read it for you. Right, now, this is Elizabeth's word, so it might be a bit jumbled up. I'm going to give it a go. Let me just read your comments. Billy and Joe married in 1961. They said celebrate 60 years in 2020. I remember a pic of a YouTube video. If I'm not mistaken, I also follow the channel, and their son is Joey. Yeah, look, Safonda, we've had a bit of a problem with Elvis Fans Matter and with Memphis Mafia Kit. Yeah, we're worried about how the things that Billy and Joe have said about Elvis. Okay, I want to be straight with you. Now, we don't dislike them. I like their channels. I like Elvis Fans Matter channel. I like Memphis Mafia Kids channel. I do find Danny quite rude. But I actually quite like Billy and Joe. I like their personalities. I like their stories that they share with us. They have a beautiful marriage. But they have trashed Elvis in the past in books and biographies and documentaries. So we're having a bit of a bad time with the Smiths. I want to be honest, okay? But I don't hate them. Elvis would want me to be kind and forgiving and loving. Elvis would want me to defend in a friendly way, okay? So I still recommend their channel. I still think Elvis Fans Matter is a good channel. I still recommend Memphis Mafia Kid. I think they have good channels. But they must not, in my opinion, stop trashing Elvis. Simple. Right. Okay. So let me read this. I don't like the beginning at all. So she's just read the 28 pages, and this is what she has said. I wish she was here. Okay. I didn't like the beginning at all. I think I know what she was trying to do, but I did not like what she did. I think she thinks that we are stupid. So she's talking about Priscilla. And that we have seen her history and her life. I know she was trying to make it to Sandra Mano. Who is that? I don't know what that means. I don't understand that bit. Well, I did not like it at all. When she said Benjamin and Lisa were in front of her, Lisa turned around and said, I'm sorry. Right. So I think I've read this. So at some point in the book, she says, so Priscilla is walking in front of her. No, Benjamin and Lisa are walking in front of Priscilla. This is obviously the funeral of Benjamin, I'm guessing, yeah? And then Lisa turned round to Priscilla and said, I'm sorry. Yeah? Do we even know that happened? Seriously, guys, do we even know that happened? I know that Priscilla's put it in her new book, Softly As I Leave You, but did it even happen? Don't know. Bit of a weird one. She's trying to say that Lisa was taking some kind of blame for Ben's death. It's ridiculous. I don't understand that at all. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, it's called BS. There we are, Linda. You got it. Hi, Cassandra. I don't get that at all, to have to be sorry. Yeah, sorry for what? Yeah, it's a sort of Priscilla's sly way of saying, oh my God, Lisa admitted it was partly her fault for having such a difficult life. Bullshit. We know what she has to be sorry for. Let's have a look. So the whole story was a poor me story, which is the same as Elvis and me. The story was all about what she had to do to make Elvis happy and what she had to do to put up with everything that she had put up with. We know that, don't we? This is a scratch record. You know, Elvis was the bad guy. Look what Elvis put me through. Look what Lisa put me through. So, Amy, I was just reading through some of the reviews of the book Softly As I Leave You from a few of our Team Elvis people, okay? Welcome, Amy. We love you. I hope you had a good birthday, Amy. We did try and make your birthday happy. Are you feeling good? So I've seen many. I've seen so many. You, Alan. Right. So Fonda, you know that if you are gonna upset me, I'm gonna block you. So I really hope that I don't have to block you. Remember, we are called Defending Elvis. Our topics are Defending Elvis. Okay. Safonda. Safonda, is that a made-up name? Come on. I'm not even going to read your comment. Safonda, come on. I'll tell you what. Just have your say. I'm tired anyway. Safonda, go on. Have your say. Come on. Safonda, who really are you? Who really are you? Are you Rick? Are you Kyle? Come on, let's all have a guess who Safonda is. Come on, guys. Who wants to be the first guesser of who Safonda is? Safonda, we're going to guess who you are. Come on, guys. Read the comment. I'm not going to read it out. I'm a little bit tired anyway. So who do we think Safonda is? Come on, guys. Safonda, I'm not going to call you any names. I don't want to. Have your say. Safonda, have your say. Have your say. Here's your chance. Thinks it's Danny. Come on, Arv. I'm glad you had a good birthday. We all send you love, Amy. So, Amy, who is it? Who is Safonda? While you guess, I'll just read a bit more. Sorry, this is going to be long. I don't really wish I read. Oh, I'm glad you had a good birthday. Come on, who is Safonda? Come on, which one of the trolls that picks on me, that bullies me and calls me names is Safonda? Hi, Betty. Yeah, but which one? Come on, Linda, which one? We're having a guessing game. Let's have a bit of fun. Who is Safonda? Safonda, please comment more. We're interested in your point of view. Safonda, please show me. You want to defend the Smiths, yeah? Safonda, you want to defend the Smiths? Tell me why. Now, I have proved, Safonda, I have proved they've trashed Elvis for years, for decades, and they trashed him a few months ago. So it's your chance to defend them. Please defend. Please do. Right. Let's have a look. When she talked about Southern men were in regard to their relationship and their women, my father was a Southern man. Let's have a look. So you feel that she's exaggerated about the way Southern men were? There's a lot of poor me going on. Safonda, come on. Please comment. I want you to insult me. Please insult me. So All right, so Linda thinks it's Shauna. Is it you, Shauna? Are you going to sing to me? Yeah, there is quite a few. Emma, there is quite a few. Oh, thanks, Diana. So what? So that she then says, what really angered me is when she talked about when she was pregnant, how they were times that she may have thought that she didn't want to be pregnant, and what would happen if she wasn't. The thing that angered me the most of all was when she said that Elvis asked her if she wanted to get an abortion and he would do whatever she wanted. I'm going back as I comment. Now, I don't believe that Elvis would have done that. I don't believe Elvis would have wanted her or even suggested or given her the choice, for example, to have an abortion. But that's just an opinion, guys. Well, it looks like Safonda has gone quiet. Okay, Safonda, come on. We send you love. Elvis would want me to be kind to you, okay? If you want to defend the people that have trashed Elvis, if you want to be an Elvis basher fan and you've stopped being an Elvis fan, you're obviously not an Elvis fan because you support the people that trash Elvis. That's up to you. Maybe you're a Priscilla fan. Safonda, maybe you're a Priscilla fan. I say this to Safonda. Can you look in the mirror? Safonda, can you look in the mirror? Just Safonda, can you look in the mirror and clearly say that you are proud that how you defend Elvis, that you are loyal to Elvis? Can you do that? I don't think so. So Blessed Mum, hey Louie, did you get the message about the YouTube channel? No, I haven't had that. Is that welcome, Blessed Mum? Welcome. No, I've had no message. No message. Sorry, Blessed Mum. Have you sent it me on Facebook? So I'll be honest with you, I need a bit more information. I need some better reviews than that. I did put it on my... I do appreciate the reviews that were given to me. Thank you. Elizabeth, Karen, Nicola. I think there may be a few others. But I need... without sounding rude, I need some much more detailed reviews of those 28 pages. Yeah? So please don't take that the wrong way. Let me just see. Did Linda, did you send me one? Let's have a look. Let's see if Linda sent me one. I can't remember. Let's have a look. I'm just seeing if Linda sent me one. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, there we are. I think she did. Right, I did read them. So my notes about the 28 pages. Right, okay. So I just want to check if Safonda was going to reply. I don't think she was. She's run away. Safonda, bye. We miss you. Miss you already. Right. So Martha, today would have been Dixie Locke's birthday. Ah, lovely Dixie Locke. We'll do a live stream on her one day. So Blessed Mum, the Nerve was discussing Priscilla's interview, and they were shocked with her interview. I was shocked with her interview. She basically said that Lisa didn't want to be here. I don't believe it. Let's have a look. Yeah, Betty, she's put it in the book because come on. Priscilla's trying to paint herself as the perfect person that's done nothing wrong. Right, so Amy's just mentioned it. Blessed Mum, I watched that soon. It was so good. Which, Amy, what is she talking about? I'm confused. Priscilla told Lisa that she wanted an abortion. Fact, yeah, yeah, isn't that in the book? I'm trying to remember. Is that in the book? Please let me know, guys. From Here to the Great Unknown. He definitely loved his children. Hi, Carolyn. So Safonda has gone. Okay. Now, Safonda, please, if you're going to come on our channel, use your real name. Use your real name. Please do that. Because we're happy to speak to you. Whichever one of you that are one of the trolls that you are, use your real name. There we are. I watched the Priscilla movie again yesterday. I noticed at least 35 mistakes. The movie was so bad. Now listen to this, guys. I don't think I've ever told anyone this. Yeah, it's in Lisa's book. Thanks, Linda. I don't think I've ever told anyone this. I spoke to a very important person. I'm not going to name them. I spoke to a very important person, and they told me that that film, which was Barry Siegel was involved in negotiating that film deal and the script. Yeah, with Priscilla. Priscilla got investors to invest in that film. Yeah, I think she even put some of her own money in. But that script was going to be 50 times worse. 50 times worse. It was going to really rip into Elvis, that movie, Sofia Coppola and Priscilla's movie. It really was going to be seriously damaging to Elvis. And someone stepped in and removed, like, 60% of the trash was removed from Sofia Coppola's film Priscilla. I won't say no names. I won't say no names. Okay, right. All right, so Safonda, you've come back. The book of Lisa and Riley told too much and Prissy feels threatened. Yeah, I agree. Safonda, that's a good comment. I do agree that this book did a lot of damage to Priscilla and her fake book, Elvis and Me, and it exposed Priscilla. And Priscilla, the only reason she wrote the book, the decisions that she took to write Softly As I Leave You was because of that book. I do believe if this book hadn't been written, that this book wouldn't be happening now, Softly As I Leave You. Maybe in a few years, but not now. That book is a retaliation to the book From Here to the Great Unknown, the Softly As I Leave You. I also think that Priscilla is very unhappy that From Here to the Great Unknown was written. Very unhappy. She never talks about it. Unusually, nor does Jerry Schilling. Which is a little bit worrying, especially seeing as he was with Lisa at the end. Yeah? So let me just read a bit of this. Right, okay. So this is what Linda says. Page 15, he shaped me is this little where Priscilla starts the story that she was groomed. Okay, page 15. Page 16, Priscilla appears to negate the rumors that Elvis was a paedophile. So in other words, this is one good bit that came out, and that is she does admit that there was no sex when they were young. So until she was basically 18, there was no sex. Priscilla does put that in her new book. So that's a win. I see that as a win. Right, okay. Okay, let me just read Linda's thing, and I'll jump over to Amy's thing, okay? So page 17. We waited to have sex until he married me at 21. Well, actually, she was 22, wasn't she? Am I right, guys? She was 22, yeah? Or was it 21? A few people have proved to me it was 22, but I could be wrong. Remember, I am no expert. I've never claimed to be an expert or a researcher. I'm just a fan in his kitchen having a discussion with you guys, Team Elvis. It then says, we waited to have sex until he married me at 21, and this is what I believed all my life. Is it true? I no longer think Billy Smith said that they're too. What's it? Is that a different thing? Hang on a minute. All right, so Billy Smith once said that they had sex when they were very young. Is that true, guys? Did Billy Smith once say that Elvis and Priscilla had sex when they were very young? Yeah, like very, very young, when Priscilla was very young. Did he do that? Amy, you may know. Did Billy Smith say that Elvis had sex with Priscilla when she was 14? I don't know. You tell me. Page 18. He never abused me physically or emotionally. So didn't Priscilla once give the impression that Elvis forced her to have sex? So page 18, he never abused me physically or emotionally. So is that her cancelling out? We've all seen the 1988 melodrama, TV melodrama. There's a scene where Elvis forces Priscilla to have sex. I've even seen the Memphis Mafia discussing that moment and saying that, I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was Sonny. Pretty sure it was Sonny said, Priscilla come running down the stairs and said, Elvis took me. Yeah? Am I right, Amy? Am I right? Sonny West said in one of his All the King's Men, you know what I think of All the King's Men? He's being questioned, and one of the things he says, no, he's not questioned, he's being interviewed. And one of the things he says is, Priscilla come running down the stairs, Elvis took me. Yeah? Do we remember that? So according to this, she says there was no physical or emotional abuse and basically alleging didn't rape her. Yeah? Cancelling out the rape thing. Yeah, the throw a chair thing is another issue, isn't it? Because the truth is, he never threw a chair at her. She just happened to be walking through the door. Yeah? Maybe it never even happened. Yeah? Okay, right. I think that's it. Right, let me read your comments and then I'll try and read Amy's thing that she has sent me. I'm tight on time. I'm worrying my wife's going to walk in. Okay, so let me just go through your comments. Let's have a look, guys. Okay. All right. You sent me a link to the show. Thank you. I'll check that now. I just want to read these comments. Priscilla hasn't learned anything. This book will cause damage again. And just like the one, again, she didn't write anything herself. I will say this, guys. I do think Priscilla is going to do some serious damage with this book. This book is out to attack a few people. Priscilla is trying to control the narrative and manipulate the public perception. She's definitely trying to brainwash society with her words in this book. I really believe that Priscilla thinks that the public are very gullible and that we all fall for it. And the reason she's like that is because they always have done. The public have always been brainwashed and fallen for the fake fairy tale. They've always gone along with it and no one ever challenges her. No one ever challenges Priscilla. The news companies, the TV companies, the magazines, the tabloids, social media. Who challenges Priscilla? And she's trying to do it again, but I will say this time there is a massive movement of defenders now. Massive. It's grown. Yeah, there always has been. You know, people like Amy and Derby Shaw have been defending for decades. But at the moment, it is getting big. Defending is getting big. There is a strong force of defenders at the moment. Not just my channel, other channels as well, like Presley Mania, Rare Elvis Photos. Defending is getting strong. Team Elvis is growing. There's a lot of researchers like Amy, Auntie Amy. So it's not going to be so easy for Priscilla to control the narrative. We are all challenging Priscilla. That's why we're here, guys. The reason we're here is because we are challenging Priscilla, aren't we? We're saying, no, we're basically saying we're not putting up with it anymore. That's how I see it. That is the whole point of defending Elvis. That's why we're going up against the Smiths, the Memphis Mafia, the Stanleys, Priscilla Presley, the trash books, the trash movies, because we're not having it anymore. We're all fed up with the lies. We're all fed up with Elvis's image and reputation being wrecked and ruined for money. For money. Priscilla's new book is about money. Yeah? Okay, let's keep going, guys. So where are we? I just so Safonda seems to have calmed down a bit now. Safonda, I'm glad you've calmed down a bit. You don't have to kiss the arse of the Smiths. You don't have to. Stand by truth. Stand by truth. The Smiths have messed up and they need to apologize. They need to show regret and say sorry. And they need to stop trashing Elvis. Then we'll back off. Same goes for Spa Guy. He needs to stop interviewing the people that trashed Elvis. He needs to stop trying to make money from an ambulance that Elvis may have died in. Then we'll back off. I really like the dojo. I have been promoting the dojo for 5 or 6 months. I have always praised Spa Guy, always. The fact that I have different views with him on the ambulance and on him interviewing and kissing the ass of Dave Hebler, the guy who was involved in making this book, I'm allowed to have a different opinion to him. That doesn't mean I should get blocked. I never blocked him for having different opinions. I respected Spa Guy's different opinions on this whole weird thing where he thinks if it's part of history, it makes it okay. That's bullshit. Just because it's part of history does not make it okay, but I don't block him, do I? Because Spa Guy thinks if something is part of history, it's okay to talk about it. That doesn't make me block him, but it makes him block me if I disagree with him. It's not fair, especially when I've been so kind to him. I've been very kind to Spa Guy and to Trey. So, no, he's out of order. That doesn't mean I dislike him. I still like Spa Guy. I still like Trey. We have to be on the side of Elvis and Lisa and the bloodline. The bloodline that defend Elvis, not the bloodline that trash him. I do agree that book's going to do some harm, Diana. Yeah, Moody Blue, I agree. Elvis was never a groomer. All this bullshit about doing your hair and makeup and blah, 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 how you walk and dress and all that, it's bullshit. We've proved it. Priscilla in interviews has admitted she liked that Elvis advised her how to dress. In fact, I think she puts it in her new book. She actually does. I think she puts it in the new book. Says, I liked it when Elvis would advise me how to dress and do my hair, do my makeup. So that's cancelled out the grooming bullshit. Yeah? So, come on, guys. I wonder how Jerry Schilling felt about Priscilla going after Riley right after she spread. Betty, I'm with you. I am worried about Jerry Schilling's involvement with all of this. I like Jerry Schilling. I know he's a good guy, but his closest with Priscilla and the fact that he was with Lisa at the end, I worry, guys. But I don't think he's a bad person. I actually, I don't really have a problem with Jerry. I'm just a little bit worried. Okay, guys? So Linda says she was 21, 23 days away from her 22nd birthday. Not yet 22. It's funny because the other day someone sent me proof that she was 22. I was trying to say she was 21. So, you know, I'm no expert, am I, guys? I'm not a researcher. So I accept she was 21. She was 21. Thank you. Hi, Jane. Hope you're well. Right. Joe said it was once that Priscilla told her that's all. The term groom came from Priscilla herself. It's in the book. It was picked up and passed on by the world. That's interesting, Diana. Yeah, the whole chair throwing incident was a joke. Absolute joke. Completely unfair to Elvis and just made him look really bad. And that went round the world. Yeah, we are entitled to our opinion. I don't, do you know what? Come on, Spa Guy. Come on, mate. You don't have to block me because I don't like the fact that you kiss Dave Hebler's ass and have a broken old ambulance that Elvis may have died. We don't really know it's the original ambulance. It probably is, but it ain't definite. I've had a few people tell me that it's not. It probably is, though. I get it. John, let's have a look. Priscilla changes the story. Right. Safonda, John Daly had David H. in Memphis. Sometimes I was there at the convention. Okay. Yeah, I know about John Daly. So Safonda, are you a Dave Hebler fan? Are you a Memphis Mafia fan? Are you one of the people that thinks Vernon is in the wrong, the way that they were laid off and lost their jobs? Do you think it's okay that Elvis's close friends betrayed him for money, told the world very private personal details about his life, called him a drug addict? Do you think that's okay? That close friends trash close friends? Would you, Safonda, would you trash your friends? Would you trash your family for money? Would you write a book about your friends and family? Safonda, seriously, would you write a book about your mother, your father, your brother, or your sister, or your cousin, or your best friend? Safonda, would you? That is a big question, isn't it, guys? Okay, right. So remember, we are on, this is a movement. We are on a mission. We are on a mission to defend Elvis and Lisa on the bloodline. The good bloodline, the bloodline that defends Elvis, not the one that trashes him. Right, so let's have a look. Sorry guys, those messages are going very fast. Sorry. I think, didn't Safonda just post something and it disappeared? Are you deleting your comments? What was that? Safonda, I missed that comment. I think you deleted it. Right, let me just have a quick look at what Amy sent me. I got to go in a second, guys, but this is the beginning of us trying to learn about the book Softly As I Leave You, okay? So the more information you guys give me about the book Softly As I Leave You, the better. And we're going to try and start reading parts of those 28 pages together without getting copyrighted. Yeah? Right, there we go. So what is this? Let's have a look. Right, okay. Priscilla Presley eyebrow raising response to the loss of her daughter. Right, okay. How long is it? Oh, it's 10 minutes. Whoa. Right, okay. I'm going to do that on a separate show, guys. Let me just copy the link. I'm going to do that on a separate show because that looks quite important to me. I just want to store it on my little channel. Okay, have you guys been noticing all the really amazing stuff with Riley? Tell you what, Riley is looking great. Looking great. Should we end on that? Let's have a look. Let me see if I can... let's see if we can get Riley up. Just end on a high, yeah? Let's have a look. So I've had Rick sending me loads of stuff and Lorraine Chapel. I can't play the music, but we can watch all the videos, can't we, of Riley? She's looking amazing. She's obviously in Venice, I think. Let's see if it works. All right, I can't play the music. Let me just see if it's music. I can't play the music because I'll just get copyrighted. She looks amazing. I'm not sure who she's with. She looks stunning, doesn't she? Look at her. Elvis's granddaughter, Lisa's daughter. Come on. Let me just get your comments back up a minute. She looks fantastic. Let's have a look. Where's it gone? Oh, let me see if you're seeing it. Right, hang on a minute. Let me get it up. So Safonda says, I don't understand why we are defending him from these people. I do not see where the trashing is. Safonda, are you serious? Are you serious? My advice to you is watch our show, because we have done about 10 episodes clearly showing how the Smiths have trashed Elvis, and they've been doing it for decades. So you need to watch some of our shows, because I don't have time to sit here and re-go over all of that with you. So take the time to Fonda, take the time to understand what the Smiths have done and why they need to apologize and show regret. And they also need to stop trashing Elvis. Right, okay. You can see it now, yeah? All right, so Linda Thompson. I'm okay with Linda Thompson, but she has said a few things I wish she didn't say. But I do. She defends Elvis. She does. Right, let me just check your comments, then I'll play a few more videos, guys. So Emma says, I wouldn't either. Linda, that's what makes me chuckle when people ask how can we judge them if we can. I feel that we can because most of the world would do that. Thanks, Emma. Guys, please check out Emma's channel, Just a Girl Who Loves Elvis. I love her channel. She's going to grow. Emma, you just need a better camera and you're going to be sorted, mate. There's the camera to buy. And you're going to fly high. That's all you need, mate. Obviously, you do need a laptop or a PC that matches it. Let's have a look. Okay. I'm just checking your messages a minute. So Fonda, we have changed people's minds. We have converted people. We've made people see the lights. Where's that come from? I don't even remember seeing this. That's very odd. That's obviously Joe Esposito. I've never seen this before. Are we going to see Elvis as well? Joe Esposito, Marty Lacquer on the 1966 set. Never seen this before. Don't even know where that's come from. Yay! They do take a bit of getting used to. You can set them up. You can remote control them. I don't bother. They actually follow you around. Emma, they follow you around, but I've turned that off. I find it annoying. Yeah. You can actually make the camera do things with hand gestures, but I don't do that. I just plug it in and play. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Hi, Lorna. Yeah, we love Emma's channel. Come on. Right, let me, I love helping other channels. I love it. Any of you that starts a channel, I will love helping you. Love it. I like people to be successful. Where's all this coming from? Right, I don't know why it's doing this. Right, hang on. These are not my videos. Have I clicked on the right thing? Let's see if we can find Rick's comment on Instagram, because he posted me a lot of Riley Keough footage. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can go on to her thing, Riley. Let's see what happens, guys. Obviously, I follow Riley. Let's have a look. Let's see if it comes up. Okay. Right, let me just see what you can see. Right, let's get it up. Oh, thanks, Cindy. I love your positivity too, Cindy. Right, let's get Instagram up. I did it on Elvis Presley Long Lost Footage. It's 35 minutes long. I just felt that people should know in detail why I defend Elvis and about how I got into business, how I made my money, all that kind of stuff. It's a 35-minute story. I think some of you will find it interesting. It's on Elvis Presley Long Lost Footage. I have two other channels. Elvis Presley Found on Keto, which is diet related for our health, and Elvis Presley Long Lost Footage, and I fully explain why I'm an Elvis fan, how I got into business, how I made money, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Right, we've got it working, guys. Let's go to the videos. No, it's not got the Venice stuff. It's got the Venice pictures. Let's have a look, see if you can see them. You know that I was in Spain. Well, I've said this already, but Riley Keough was only 10 minutes away from me. 10 minutes. I mean, look how beautiful she is. Elvis's granddaughter. Lisa's child. Look at her. Isn't she 36? You can see the little tattoo. She's a classy lady. A classy lady. The owner of Gracelands, and obviously Finley and Harper will join her. I got a feeling this picture is in Spain. So when this was taken, guys, I was there. I was 10 minutes away from where this was taken. Rick did tell me where she was staying, but my wife wouldn't let me go. I wanted to go, but my wife wouldn't let me. So let's see if we can find Rick's comments. So Rick, let's see if we can get Rick up, because he sent me some brilliant footage. Here we go. Let's tell him we're live. Now let's see if Rick's footage works. No, that's the wrong one.
Guys. I have to be quiet. Kids
Not
are
that
asleep.
one. Let's wind up. Oh yeah, someone sent me this. So this is, I'm guessing that she's going to make a movie with these people. You can see George Clooney there, can't you? Yeah. Okay. Someone sent me that. Let's see what else. So these are the things that Rick sent me. Hang on, let's find them. Let's get right down to the first one. Right, this one. And she's a proper superstar, isn't she? Riley Keough, she's a superstar. Okay, let's see if we can go to the next. I just want to make sure you guys can see it. Yep, right. Let's keep going. Now that's a classy picture, isn't it? Look at that. Whoa. Look at that, guys. That's our Riley Keough. Danielle. Elvis's granddaughter, Lisa's daughter. Look at it. How can you not like that? She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Right, next one. This has all been sent to me by our man, Rick. Rick is a massive Riley Keough fan. He absolutely adores Riley. He knows everything about Riley. He's pretty genned up on Finley and Harper as well. She just has elegance. Doesn't she have elegance? She reminds me of Lisa. Seriously, guys. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Stunning. Stunning. Elvis would be proud. Let's go to the next one. There we go, guys. Look at her. Friendly. She waves to everyone. She's obviously dressed to impress, of course. She's a beautiful lady. I think she's 36. Amy, is she 36? Beautiful. Beautiful. Takes the shades off. Lets the guys take some pictures. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. She's dyed her hair darker, hasn't she? I'm sure her hair's darker there. Right, next one. These were all sent to me by Rick, okay? Thank you, Rick. You've been excellent. So that's a big picture, isn't it? Let's make it bigger. Let's make sure you guys can see it. Guys, do you recognize any of these faces? Do you reckon I don't know all their names, guys. Yeah, 36. I thought so. Okay. I could have, Martha, I could have done. I could have run into her. If my wife let me, I was going, mate. Trust me. If she was 10 minutes from me, I was going. She wouldn't let me. Elvis would be proud of Riley, talented actress as well. We know that Lisa was already proud of her. She stated that when she was alive. Yeah. Come on, they were very, very close. Very, very close. It's so obvious. You can tell that from the book, From Here to the Great Unknown. I'm just quickly flicking through your comments, guys, before I go. So that's a good show. That's gone on for longer than I expected. We've been on for well over an hour, guys. Well said, GB. Family should not talk about family. Private things should be kept private. 100%. Thank you, GB. Thanks, Linda, for your support. Come on, we can convert Safonda. Let's convert her. Let's bring her over to the light side. Safonda, at the moment, you're on the dark side. We're going to bring you to the light side. Hi, Dan. How are you? Oh, thanks, Linda. Safonda, there's no hate for you here. We just feel you need to be educated, enlightened. As I said, brought to the light side. Remember, we don't hate the Smiths. We don't hate them. This is all about doing right by Elvis. Doing right by Elvis. That's all this is. Okay, guys, I think we're going to leave it at that. In fact, don't forget Elvis History as a channel. Please subscribe to Elvis History. He's got a great channel, and Just a Girl Who Loves Elvis. Thank you to our researcher, Auntie Amy Collette. I think that's it. Oh yeah, Nat TV 22. She has a channel. Please subscribe to Nat TV. Great channel. Thank you for joining us. Any channels that join me, I want to help you. I enjoy helping you. Please know that. Of course, Just a Girl Called Elvis. Of course, you have to subscribe to Amy. It's a shame, Safonda. It's a shame. We gave you a chance. We gave you a chance. I quite like my in America. Do they call these tank tops? Tank tops. Safonda, look at me. I'm 58 years old, mate. Carnivore diet, keto diet. Do you want to take a picture? 58 years old, mate. I know you like watching me. Do you want me to do a pose for you? Hang on. There you go. For you, Safonda. You obviously watch me a lot. Not bad for a 58-year-old. I highly recommend the carnivore diet. It's nice knowing you, Safonda. Have a good life. La 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 la. I know who you are now. It's Lorna. Lorna. It's Lorna. Lorna, you don't have to make up a fake name to talk to me. Lorna, you don't have to make up a fake name to talk to me. Remember, Lorna, I get hassled every day by about 20 people. So I'm so used to it. I actually find it quite amusing. You've made my life more fun. Safonda, you know I'm going to block you, but you can, Safonda, you can just set up a new name. You can set up a new name and you can set up a new name and join me again. Yeah, look, hairpiece. Look, guys, look, I have hair. I need a haircut, I will say that. The wind was blowing my hair down. Lorna, we forgive you, but we block you. If you want, look, if you give me a Safonda, Lorna, if you send me a stamped addressed envelope, I'll send you a picture of me. Moody blue. Oh, come on, it is funny. Come on, guys. Come on, we can have a bit of fun with Safonda, can't we? It's okay, I don't mind. Look, and the thing, Safonda, the thing is, I block you, and then you have to set up another account. It's hassly, innit? Setting up accounts. Don't you find it annoying setting up these accounts? All right, guys, any last messages before we go? We've had a bit of fun. Come on, it's okay. Let Safonda have her fun. She's a Elvis Basher fan. Safonda, you're a great Elvis Basher fan. I wonder what Elvis thinks of you. When you look in the mirror, will Elvis look in the mirror and go, Elvis, are you happy with me as a fan? Elvis, do you think I'm loyal to you? Defending the trashers, defending the people that have let you down, defending the Smiths and Priscilla and the Spa Guy and the Stanleys. What do you think? Do you think Elvis will be happy with you? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Is she gone? Safonda, have you gone quiet? Jealousy. Do you know what? Jealousy. What is that? I'll never figure out the jealousy thing. My life is so amazing. I'll never understand the jealousy thing. Yeah, she's definitely not an Elvis fan. Oh, fake Elvis fans everywhere. They use different names because they must watch me. They must watch me. It's like, I must watch Louis. I'm obsessed with Louis. I must watch him all day and all night, 24 hours a day. Even if he blocks me, I must recreate an account so I can stare at Louis. That's why I gave her a bit of a pose, you know? Yo, Safonda. Her real name is Lorna. Lorna is her real name. She loves me. Lorna, you love me? Lorna, you love me? You love me? You love me not? You love me? You love me not? Hi, Frederick. We were just talking about you. Frederick, we were playing all your lovely videos of Riley Keough. Jane, I know. I do intimidate these people, don't I? For some reason. Yeah, Safonda probably does wear a hairpiece. That's the funny thing. Safonda, do you look as good as me? Safonda, do you look as good as me? Remember, I'm 58. Send me a picture. Safonda, send me a picture. Lorna, send me a picture of you. I'd like to see your picture. Are you slim? Are you muscular? Are you, if you're Lorna, you're female, yeah? Are you pretty? Which one is it? Which one is it, Lorna? Are you jealous of me? Are you jealous? I forgive you. I forgive you. Elvis would want me to be kind to you. I'll send one to Lorna. Lorna, send me a signed autograph, a stamped envelope. Don't worry, kids, come on, we're just having a bit of fun. We're just having a bit of fun with Lorna. She's gone very quiet. I haven't blocked her yet. The thing is, Safonda, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. My wife laughs at the fact that I do that. She just finds my wife. How can I say it? She lets Louis be Louis. She lets Louis be Louis. Right, I gotta go. All right, guys, we've had our bit of fun. So, Lorna, you're a fake Elvis fan. You are an Elvis basher fan, and Elvis would be very upset with you. You are an Elvis basher fan. That's you, Lorna. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you a true fan? Or are you an Elvis basher fan? That's what you are. I'm not going to block you. Yeah, I'll block you in about 10 minutes. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I've enjoyed it. We've had a very good live, and it's been fun exposing Safonda. Safonda, Lorna, you have been exposed.